UCF is playing at home, and
UCF is real. They're old.
I don't know.
2 years ago, they were 0 and.
yeah, but Scott Frost is gone, and then
The GOAT.
Frost's guys are gonna leave.
The GOAT, Scott
they
Frost.
beat Auburn, and I was like, oh.
All right, guys, now we're live on YouTube.
Oh, we've been live this whole time?
No, we just started right now. Okay.
We're good.
And, yeah, it's all good. We got cupcakes here for Cupcake Weekend. We got Liberty, Auburn, Kansas, Oklahoma, Penn State, Rutgers, Michigan, Indiana, USC, UCLA.
No, that's a joke.
UMass,
I'll give it to
Georgia.
you.
You're about to find out that USC sucks. You're about to find that out in the harshest way possible.
Why would you rip your alma mater like that? Rice, LSU, Ohio State, Maryland, and the Citadel, Alabama. So, do you want one?
Alabama should be moved down for playing the Citadel in Week 11.
Do you want one, Kyle?
Yes, definitely Citadel, Alabama.
This is perfectly timed for Alabama. This is perfectly timed for Alabama to rest Tua. Tua gets to play two series, and he gets to get out. And
He shouldn't play at all.
Over, under 65.
over.
Yeah,
Over?
Over. All right, let's get into.
Unless we forget that Jalen Hurts is their backup.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go ahead and get to our picks. First game we got Syracuse plays Notre Dame Shamrock Series at Yankee Stadium in New York.
I'm gonna go with Notre Dame on this one. I feel like they're on a roll so far this season, and I see them keep it going. Syracuse had a nice season compared to years past, but I'm gonna go with the Fighting Irish.
Syracuse has a toughness that Notre Dame has not seen in a while. Randy, you and I were talking about how Notre Dame they just played a soft schedule, non-conference play. And that's what's going to happen. And ultimately, this is going to be upset. This is my upset pick of the week. I'm going with the Dogs, Syracuse over the Irish.
100% agree with you. Notre Dame, we talked about earlier, they don't play anybody. I mean, they had Florida State last week, which is they called their competition, which really isn't a competition. Florida State hasn't done anything this year. So, yeah, I come with the upset. Syracuse comes out on top.
First of all, Notre Dame beat Michigan and Florida State without their starting quarterback, Ian Book. Brandon Wimbush has not been great for the Irish.
That's not Michigan in Week 11. You know that.
Notre Dame's going to win this one. They're going to win this one big. Even though I really like Syracuse, I like Eric Dungey. I mean, I don't think he's elite, but I think he's a really good quarterback, great runner. But I think the Notre Dame defense is going to be too big for Syracuse, and they're going to win this one at Yankee Stadium. Next game we got 9-1 Cincinnati travels to Orlando to play the 9-0 UCF Knights, riding that long win streak.
For me, I'm going to go with UCF because I feel like this is a bigger game for them because I feel like they've been disrespected. They're 9-0 and they're ranked 11th. So I feel like they're going to come out firing because they're actually finally playing a good team. So I'm going with UCF.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you, Kyle. I think that the reality is that this is probably the first game that they can get up for. Randy, you know the temptation when you're playing a lot of soft teams in the middle of the season is to mark this date on the calendar. And I know that you guys are playing in the semifinals tonight, and it's going to be a similar kind of dynamic. You guys have played maybe a few weaker teams a few weeks in a row, and now it's time to get up. I think that's what UCF is going to do, UCF with the blowout.
Totally agree with you there. UCF surprised me last season when they beat Auburn, who's one of the Power 5 conference teams. And I don't think Cincinnati knows what's coming at them tomorrow night. So UCF with a big blowout.
Mr. Chai thinks UCLA is the best team in NCAA right now. Cincinnati beat UCLA.
Potentially is the best team, not by record.
Anyway, Cincinnati beat UCLA week 1. They're 9-1. I think they're a really good team. I don't think UCF has got what it takes to beat Cincinnati. This is going to be my upset pick of the week, Cincinnati over UCF.
So you're calling for a 28 games winning streak to be closed by...
It's been 2 years since they last lost a game.
I'm picking Cincinnati.
All right.
I think Cincinnati has got a chance. They're 9-1. This is the first opponent that UCF has played that's like really good for them. I mean, last week they played Navy and they didn't play that well. I think that Cincinnati's
soft all year.
I don't know. I still think that Cincinnati's going to win this one, and it's my upset pick. Next game we got Central Valley this time. San Diego State plays Fresno State. Both teams are above 500. San Diego State at 7-3. Fresno State at 8-2.
Fresno State bounces back from the loss last week, and they take this one.
The loss last week, if you watch that game, and I did, my brother-in-law is a season ticket holder. We watched it on the Blue Turf on Friday night together. If you watch that game closely, that game came down to turnovers, and it came down to the inability to stop the run. San Diego State doesn't have the type of runner that Boise State does, and ultimately, I think we fixed the turnovers. Fresno State with the win. For the division, by the way.
It is.
Good point.
Yeah, I agree. Fresno State's going to win. Blowout.
Yeah, I mean, San Diego State's been pretty much running back you the last couple of years. Penny and the year before that, Pumphrey. This year, Jasmine's been all right for them.
It's not the same.
He's still not the same.
It's not the same type of runner.
And I think I'm just going to go with the Bulldogs because they're at home. I think this one's actually going to come down to a field goal or so. It'll be a really close game. I don't know.
State's got too high powered.
Next game we got, the one that Mr. Chai cares about. USC travels to the Rose Bowl. It's not that far to play the UCLA Bruins.
I remember when
USC,
UCLA games were like a big thing. I remember when people actually cared about this game. Both of these teams are bad, but the thing is UCLA is terrible, so I'm going to go with USC, even though I'm rooting for UCLA.
Kyle, have you watched the game this season?
I have, and
have you watched the game? Who did you watch for SC? What game did you watch? SC look dominant.
Washington State.
I'm sorry, Washington State. That was one game, and it was a fluke kick. Right?
A fluke is a fish, so I don't know.
Let me tell you something about UCLA. UCLA, this is the 1 week, where they can salvage what has been the historically worst season I can think of in maybe the last 55 years. This is the only way that this season is capped off. UCLA has the weapons to make JT Daniels uncomfortable. JT Daniels has one go-to receiver. That one go-to receiver, we have a lockdown, all-American type safety, all-American type cornerback. I think that we shut down Amon-Ra Brown? Amon-Ra?
And Quinius is his brother.
You're going to see his name all over.
No. This is a UCLA win. I think UCLA is going to come in there on fire on senior night, and they're going to take care of business. The victory bell's going back to UCLA.
You know, actually, the past 3 years,
SC sucks.
SC.
Sucks.
Now, and you can't say it's going to be home field advantage because you know it's going to be split. It's going to be more red and gold, though, because we got the better fans, you know. But JT Daniels, going to throw for 5 TDs, 0 interceptions. St. Amand Brown's going to catch 3 of them. And your weapons that you have on defense about to get picked apart.
Do not bet on the 5 touchdown, 0 interception.
I think this is going to be Clay Helton's last season, but I'm still picking USC.
Clay Helton is done if he doesn't win this game. And more importantly, remember that Caleb Wilson, even Herm Edwards said that Caleb Wilson might be the best tight end in the conference.
And yes, you're right. This is in the 88 years the rivalry's been going on, they have the most combined losses ever.
Yeah, all right, USC. Next, we're just going to do quick picks right now. Titans or Colts?
Titans.
Actually, no, I'm going to go Colts. Next game, Vikings or Bears?
I hope both teams lose, but Bears.
Vikings.
Bears.
Vikings. Chiefs or Rams?
Chiefs.
Go Rams, go.
Chiefs.
I'm going with Mahomes, Chiefs. And then final score predictions for tonight.
35-24. Eagles, BCHS.
Randy, this is going to be a really great game for you guys. I want you guys to stay focused. I want you guys to take care of business on the field. Wrap up when you tackle. These boys are going to be big. They're going to try to push us around. We got to be tough. inside. I think BCHS wins. What'd you say?
35-24.
42-14.
I'm going to stay humble, and I'm not going to predict the score. I'm just going to let it come out how it comes out.
Like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Last year we won 48-9. This year I'm gonna go 35-21.
I'm gonna call out one person just like I called out Dante Harris last week. Chris Gutierrez, 2 touchdowns at the minimum. We want Chris Gutierrez to have 2 touches.
All right, so that'll do it for this game day. Chai's not gonna go 8-0, but we'll see you guys next or sometime later on. But
yeah, it'll happen eventually.
It'll happen eventually. But
One more thing.
yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Chai, is the bet still on?
It's on.
Okay. If USC wins, you got to wear my Cody Kessler jersey.
Happy